layout. We have a semi-transparent design. We worked with NDS as our main technology partner. They wrote the middleware for this. Their studio team did the design for this. We're very happy. Very distinctive design we came up with. So scrolling left and right, there's 7 items in the main menu, and we'll start with the live TV experience. This is basically telling us that we're tuned into Channel 1. It's the Dutch national broadcaster. We're watching 1 for the vote. There's a big national vote coming up in Holland on Wednesday. And this is a progress bar telling us that we're about 30–40% through the program. You can see by the black line. We have a timeout. Main menu disappears. You just watch live TV. Very simple. Now, say I'm on a channel and I want to get more information about what I'm watching. I can again access this program. I can see what's coming up next on this channel. And you can also see another feature. We integrate posters into the user interface wherever we can. So we want to get away from those lists, the text, very text-heavy TV presentations. If I want to, I can go into the program page for this. I can set a recording. I can add a reminder. I can make this channel my favorite. I can get more information. And I can do two other things, but I'll explain that in a minute too. More like this. This is another feature on the channel bar. So basically, we've also partnered with a recommendations engine provider named Think Analytics. In this case, what we're doing is we're offering content-to-content recommendations. So we're looking for programs that are similar to the one I'm watching right now, and we're showcasing those in the channel bar. So let me get back to there. I'll go into that showcase, and you can see it's offering me some news content. There's something from CNN. Here we have 1 or 2 missing posters, but here we have RTL News and another NewsHour program. So again, we're looking for other programs similar to the one I'm watching. Again, this can be video on demand content, it could be TV content in the future, it could be appearing now as well. Going back to the channel bar, there's 2 other items. The next item is a link to the channel on demand section for the national broadcaster. So this is a showcase of on-demand content from Channel 1. So from here, if I click through, I can go directly into a branded environment. Here you see their logo. And actually, in this case, we have 10 days of programming in Catch-Up TV. Now, we work with 34 different content providers in the Netherlands. Each of them would have their own branded environment and a different selection of content in there. So let me go back to the channel bar again. And to show you the last item, the way we've integrated internet content is via our app store. So we've partnered with another company. They're based here in the Netherlands called Metrological. Their booth is right across from Intel if you want to go by and take a visit. And essentially what they've done is they've built us a portal. Today we offer 14 apps in our app store. In about a month and a half we're going to be opening up an SDK, so any third-party app developers who want to develop something for this, we'll do the testing, make sure it's stable before we release it on the platform. We'll be also adding Facebook and Twitter next week. So this is a scalable app store. We can change the lineup at any time. We can add apps to it. And essentially we'll be moving up to around 150 to 200 apps by the end of the year. So in this case, let me take a look at the Wikipedia app that we've created. Let's see if we can get in there. Click over. I'm going to open that up. It takes about a second or 2 for it to load, but you can see up at the top of the screen, we're opening the apps. Nice thing about the app platform is we've made this open. So we have an API on the box. You can see we're watching the name of the program up here on TV. That program name is exposed to the Wiki app. So actually what it's doing right now is it's searching for related content to the program I'm watching. Same way it works for YouTube. So if I were to open the YouTube application, it would find related YouTube videos compared to what I'm watching here in the background. So we call this the contextuality feature of Internet apps. So let me exit back out of this app, and we're going to move on. Going back to the main menu, let me show you 2 other legs in our content discovery. We have a TV guide with 15 days of data. We partner with a company called Redbee on this one to supply all the listings information and the posters. It's a fairly simple grid-based layout. You can zap through the days very quickly, so I'm just holding down an arrow key, and you can see Tuesday. I'm zapping ahead to Wednesday, and then I'm going to end up here on Thursday in prime time to see what's there. So here you can see where we've got a recording already planned for that day. So going back to the main menu, there's 2 other ways to discover and find content. Our suggested section utilizes that recommendation engine that I mentioned before. The box is capable of tracking all of the linear TV programs that you've watched and all the video-on-demand items that you've rented or purchased and all the DVR recordings that you've made. And by using that information, we can offer you personal suggestions and ways that you can find new content without having to go to the TV guide. We get back to my main menu again. Here we are. Click over. So I click into this section, and here we are. We have another showcase of items that we think that you're going to like. Here we go to a screen where there's 20 items displayed. It's our default, so we don't have an endless list. We have a rather focused list. The other cool thing about this is it's day-parted, so it means that if my son, who watches a lot of kids' cartoons during the daytime, goes in there, he's going to see children's programs. My wife, who watches a lot of TV from 8 to 9 p.m., may see a lot of talk shows and soaps. For me, I watch sports on the weekends, so I'm going to be seeing sports on the weekends. So it's intelligent enough to try to guess who's watching TV without asking them to log in. That was actually very important for us because we wanted a very lean-back discovery experience. We didn't want people to have to remember passwords and logins and so forth. So here I'm featuring VOD content, I'm featuring TV content, I can do recordings from here, I can purchase it directly if it's a VOD item, and of course if it's a live TV item, I can also play it directly from here. So let me go back to the main menu and show you our search app. We created a very nice keyword search, very quick and simple. Go into that one. And I can type using my remote control, so do this one really quickly. And this would retrieve a list of results, again, from the TV guide, from video on demand, and my DVR. So from here I can play something directly from the DVR, I could set a reminder for it, set a recording, or watch it if it's a video on demand. And actually it looks like we're at a connection issue, so I'm going to back out of here. Last two items on the main menu that are worth looking at are the featured content sections. So first and foremost, our on-demand store and our library. We'll go into the library really quick. This is again a showcase that's been generated by the recommendations engine. So we have a very powerful DVR. We can store up to about 65 HD movies. People forget what they've recorded. So here we want to provide them a reminder of that to try to draw them back into the DVR experience. So back to the main menu, and we'll go into the library and explore some of that content. So here we have our DVR recordings. The other items that we can select here is my home personal content. So this is a DLNA certified device. If I can plug a NAS directly into there, I can play all the content. If I install Twonky, Media Connect, any of those programs on an iPad or an iPhone, I can play that content as well. So here we're going to go into the music library. This is coming directly from a NAS that we've got plugged into Ethernet. And we'll find something to play. I select on this Adele album. And press OK. And I think we're going to get some audio in the background here. There we go. Starting to play out. So there we go. I'm back out of here. And now we'll go take a look at the photos. So I'm going to go back to the library menu again, back out of here one more time. And we'll look at some personal photos. And again, we've got the NAS plugged directly into here. This is the name of it, the disk station. We'll go into there. We'll find the right folder that the photos are stored in. Sometimes it takes a second to retrieve that information. So let me get back out of there again. Okay. Go in there one more time and try it again. The other elements here, you could also look at your personal videos, so any of the Hollywood movies that you may have downloaded, personal video clips that you've made with the smartphone. Give the photos one more shot, and if that doesn't work, we're just going to go on to the on-demand section. So look at the disk station, and here we go. Look at the photos. You get a little already in the background, you can see the sports car. We've got some thumbnails. Those are thumbnails that are coming directly from the photo file, so hence the low res. But you can see you can tune to the full screen experience and zap right through the slideshow. So again, very nice. One of my colleagues there on his trip to Italy. Okay, last element I want to showcase on the TV is the on-demand zone. So that is also in the main menu. We'll go here. Again, we've created a showcase using the recommendations engine to promote 5 pieces of content. I'm going to click OK to go in here. It'll take me a moment. And it looks like it's not going to work for me. So actually, let me move on to the other element. There's one last part of this product I want to showcase here. We've also created some apps for the iPad that we're going to be launching in the Apple App Store on the 17th of September. I don't have this hooked up to the monitor, so